Today on ChatEDU, peer influence can make or break your AI rollout. ChatEDU Check-ins are sponsored by EduAid, where good ideas become great lessons. You can check out the check-in on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and be sure to watch or listen to the big show with Dr. Elizabeth Rade and myself each and every Friday. So listen, our friend Tom Scarice, Superintendent Tom Scarice, he's shared this one from Harvard Business Review. Really great piece. All right, 3 takeaways. First, top-down mandates and formal training are insufficient for scaling generative AI because the technology lacks predefined workflows. Unlike past tech waves, AI requires individual employees to redesign their own tasks in real time, which often leads to private learning and real stagnation. This is totally true. I really find that people feel guilty about their AI work, and we need to kind of break that cycle and get this stuff out of the shadows to everybody's benefit. One moment in the coverage really stands out. Leaders don't know exactly how generative AI should be used in every role, leveraging employees to design their workflow in real time. That shift introduces friction. Takeaway 2, peer influence is the primary driver of high AI adoption, significantly outweighing the impact of direct leadership communication or even formal infrastructure. When employees see trusted colleagues using AI for a specific role-related task, they're much more likely to become a heavy user and experiment with the advanced tools, even things like AI agents. The reporting puts it this way: peer-to-peer learning does what formal training alone cannot. Oh, that hurts as a formal trainer. It provides persuasive evidence that AI is safe, relevant, and usable in real roles. 100% agree. Hey, before we get to the last takeaway, thanks to the folks at EduAid, you can use the code ChatEDU at checkout for 50% off. EduAid is an amazing tool built by teachers for teachers. Lots of cool recent updates, including tools like grade-level evaluators, classroom-ready graphic organizers, and supports that can turn rough ideas into great lessons you can use tomorrow. Thanks to EduAid, we are grateful for their support. Takeaway 3, while leaders cannot force adoption through mandates, I'm not sure about that, we'll discuss, they are essential in creating permission structures that allow peer learning to flourish. Effective leaders model their own AI use, including their failures, and carve out consistent, dedicated time for staff to share prompts and results. Leadership's role is to move AI use from an invisible, private habit to a visible, celebrated part of the culture. By rewarding those who help others get on board, management fosters an environment where social capital translates into technical skill. Harvard Business Review said, and I quote, "The more I see my leaders do it, the more I know it's okay for me to do so." This is such an interesting piece, right? This is from Harvard Business Review, but totally relates to the work that we see in K-12, higher education, workforce development on multiple levels. I've never worked on something, I've been doing this work for decades, where the peer influence is so significant. And frankly, peers really enjoy showing their colleagues ways to use these tools because they save time and help them do high impact things. There's an absolute proof point that when leaders model and create a culture to celebrate this work, that it scales dramatically. Hard to know about the line there where they say that leadership can't mandate this. We've covered multiple stories on the ChatEDU podcast about folks not getting promotions or getting fired or building AI into the employee review process. So, there are carrots and sticks here, but boy, this really rings true. Invest in peer sharing and leadership modeling. It will deliver results. So that's where we are. Let us know what you think. What are you seeing in your corner of the world? Be sure to check out the check-in every Tuesday and Thursday, and then the whole big show on each and every Friday with Dr. Elizabeth Rade. And thanks again to the folks at EduAid. You can use ChatEDU as the code at checkout at eduaid.ai for 50% off. We are grateful.